Hey YouTube, I put up a video earlier on, so go check that out if you want to see any more about zombies, but this is going to be mainly my zombie deck, and what I've been running. It tends to win 3 out of 4 duels every tournament I go to, so it's not too bad. I lose 1 a week, 1 out of 4, so I can't really moan. It's going to be changed a bit, so I thought I'd put it up though before, like, I try and defile it too much. So it's zombie synchro. I start with 3 zombie turtle, basically go get 1 out of the deck when it's destroyed by battle. I run 3 because I run 2 of blood and I really want to get them out quick. I can also go for anything else off them, like a tuna. I just find the consistency is better with 3, so I run 3 of that. 3 of them. 2 goblin zombie. Again, I search from the deck to hand with this card and destroyed and leaves the field, so this one's a bit better. I run 2 rather than 3. Again, I find 2 is better than running 3. 3 is a bit too good, a bit too much for my deck, so I run 2. 2 zombie master. Get another monster on the field by sending 1 to my hand. Has to be zombie, of course, but pretty straightforward card. I run 2 again because 3 I find a bit dead when you're mid-duel and you don't get any monsters left in your hand, so good to search off Goblin Zombie with 0 defense. Comes off the deck from Pyramid Turtle, so it's another good card. Mizuki can only run 1. Really damn good, especially some zombie from the graveyard when banished. You need to run this in zombies. This is like one of the key cards, so run 1 of that. Plague Spreader, again only at 1. You have to synchro with it, so yeah, I tend to like just run the 1 because you can only run the 1 and it banishes itself. Get back, it's really good. 2 Pain Painter, new card, new counts Plague Spreader. It's another tuner, so you can synchro up. Really straightforward to use. Just another Pain Painter. I run synchro zombies, so it's really easy to get up them. 2 of blood, ill blood. He is really good. You just go for an 8 off him, or you bring up a master, go for 6. I run 2 in case 1 gets banished. I run synchro zombies, sync for Black Brutago, get him back. Really straightforward, really. Run Reaper, good for milling the opponent's hand, good for stalling with when I'm a bit got a bit of a dead hand. Good for tributing over, good to bring back for his zombie master. Good to run 1 though, no more than 1 for me. Kasha, because when 2 zombies are out, special summon it, put all cards back in deck. Its attack, it gets around the whole bottomless with its question mark, goes to hand through Goblin, and puts them back in deck. So things like Graph go back to deck and things like that. So it's a really good card to run. Just the 1 though, not 2. Don't want to run 2. The other cards now that aren't zombies. Sangan. This is why I only run two goblin zombies, not 3, because Sangan, I get to search for my lights, I get to search for other stuff, I get to search for my Trueborn Frog, which is going to come up in a minute. Sangan basically lets me do whatever I want out of my deck that isn't zombies. Morphing Jar. You want to mill your cards to the graveyard for banishment, for summoning back up, so Morphing Jar is good, plus hand replenishes the hand with 5 cards. Really good card. You want to run that. 2 Fables to Beryl. It's a light tuner. If you go for Zombie Master, go for a 6. You go for Bryanak. You discard this basically to special summon it out. Go for an 8. Plus you get the bounce effect. Also Morphing Jar, discard, special summon to the field. It's also light, so I banish it for Envoy. That's really all there is to it. I can also then run, if I wanted, any of the synchros for the Fables, which aren't too bad. Some of them are quite good. Fables aren't too bad. So, yeah, discard, special summon it up. That's the main reason why they're in there. Trueborn Frog. I run 2 Caius. I run 2 of blood. I can get a dead hand, so I run a Trueborn Frog. Another target for my Foolish Burial. Comes back, tribute it away. Simple, really. Marshmelon, another light for a bit of burn damage, do 1000 when it's attacked. Sticks there, stuck there like that for ages until I banish it, till I tribute over it for Caius, or an Ill Blood if I want to, but Ill Blood normally comes back through other ways. So mainly for Caius again, and a bit of stalling, plus banishment for Light Envoy. So that's why I run that at the moment. That's a temporary card, that's not going to stay, but it's been doing really well for me. So yeah, run one of them. 2 Caius. I've talked about this all the way through, so I have a love-hate relationship with him. If I get him in hand and I don't have anything out, I hate him. But the rest of the time, I get a tribute on for a back, I have Marshmelon or Reaper down, just tribute over him, banish a card. Normally the monster gets over Stardust by banishing it, gets round so many cards, banish the one back row, attack for 2/4, sync later then for an 8, because he's a 6-star, he's a 6-star dark, banish him for Envoy, banish him for Dark Arm Dragon. So good card. I run 2 at the moment because I can afford to run 2 with enough tributes that I can pull off getting over a Goblin Zombie, or over Sangan I get a Search too, so I run 2 Caius right now. Envoy, I've got just enough darks in here, actually plenty of darks really, to get him off. I can also make a Utopia if I want to, so banish that as well. So Envoy. This card, Dark Arm Dragon, tends to win me games. So many darks in the graveyard, banish them. Tends to win me games. Dead a bit late on the game though, but other than that, 90% of the time, if I get this out early game, early or start mid game, I tend to win. So Dark Arm Dragon's in there. Gauze, mainly in there if I draw a dead hand or I don't draw anything too good. Start, I draw Gauze, just drop a Gauze when I have a dead hand early on, or drop a Gauze when I start the game and I get rushed. So drop that down, stall with it, beat the people out with it, easy really. Here's my tech card. I run 1 Matean because, again, if you have a dead hand and you top deck this card, this is a top deck card guys, you top deck this card and you cannot believe your luck. You go top deck, play Matean, bounce all their synchros and stuff they've been hitting you with back, stays down for a turn, draw another card, goes back in deck. So it's reusable top deck. That's why I run 1. This deck could run 2 and get away with it, but for the moment I run just the 1. Plus the burn damage is always good. Onto the traps. So magics. Magic cards. I run 3 Book of Life, which is special summon a zombie back for banishment. I run the 3 because it makes it more consistent, B, it's a good top deck, and C, I like to banish from the opponent's graveyard. For example, you can play like Heavy Storm banishment, banish their Stardust or Dark Hole, they'll tribute their Stardust for it. Play a Book of Life, banish the Stardust, won't come back, get your own zombie up, and start to build your own counter. So I like 3 of this card. Staples now, really. Monster Reborn brings monster back, Heavy Storm, and Dark Hole. We all know what they do. Again, more staples. I run 3 Mystical Space Typhoon rather than 2. I just Skill Drain, Shadow Imprisoning Mirror, both those, or now Royal Prison as well, will absolutely murder my deck. So I have to run. I have to run 3 of this card, or I can actually find myself in a bit of trouble. So 3 MST. Lure of Darkness, next one, easy really, banish 1 dark, draw 2, that's another reason why I have 2 blood and 2 pain painter, banish one of those 2 normally and be fine. So I banish master, leaves me with 1, so I tend to banish a nil blood, use the other one, so that's good for draw power. Pot of Avarice, get to put your Caiuses back, get to put back all your synchro monsters, draw 2 cards. Good for draw power because this deck's really slow on draw power. There's nothing really in it to draw with other than lure and pot. So yeah, I tend to love this card to pieces because when it's a bit poor early on, but The rest of the game it's fine. With all the pitching that I do. For each burial, put in a Mizuki or Nil Blood and then use a book on it, or put in Tribune Frog if I have Kaius in hand. So, good card, White Snake 1. Traps, really, nothing here that's special. I run Solemn Judgment, 2 bottomlesses, you all know what that does, and 2-dimensional Prison. That's it, really. That's all the traps I run. I focus more on the monsters, so I don't run Solemn Warning. 2 of them are in my side. Because I just find that its life point costs a bit too much, particularly when I need to like keep up with my life points, because I can spend a few turns with dead draws, so just 2 DP instead. Alright then, that was my zombie deck. It's going to get changed up a bit. It tends to do alright. It's going to go into E-Hero Gemini zombies, so because that's a bit more draw power consistent and dumps cards into the graveyard quicker, and I want to run like Pulsar and Chaos Sorcerer a bit more, so we'll see how that goes in the next few weeks. But that's my zombie deck at the moment, and enjoy. Hope you enjoyed it, and I'll update with some more of my zombie stuff in a few days, so keep looking at my posts. See you, YouTube.